Speaking of high bars, I want to move on to the next segment, which is hop on the bandwagon. So this is a pretty high bar for any NBA player, MVP. That's rare company. And
Yeah, it is.
I'm very curious, Kurt, who is your early take? Season starts tonight, but we're still going to pick the MVP. Who is your early take for the MVP?
All right, we got to start with this. Giannis Antetokounmpo will probably be the best regular season player in the league again, like he has been the last 2 years. He's elite defensively. He's going to put up numbers. They're asking a lot of him. Voter fatigue is real. Like, I just don't know if voters are going to vote for him again after the 2 playoff flameouts, fair or not. And so I'm going to go another direction. In fact, I'm going to go kind of deep down the board. I like Nikola Jokic. I think there are other guys like Anthony Davis with the Lakers. I think there are other guys in the mix, but I think Jokic, I think Denver is going to have a really good season. And I like Jokic. I think he kind of burst into the public consciousness in some ways, Lester, where people who didn't necessarily see him enough went, oh my gosh, how good is this guy during the playoffs? He's going to push, I think he's going to have a better season. His passing, his defense, his defense has gotten better. That was the thing holding him back. I'm going to pick him as MVP preseason.
For me, it's a no-brainer, and I think all the odds lines agrees. This is the easy favorite, but there's a reason why it's the easy choice. Luka Doncic. This guy has had a meteoric rise, in the NBA. He won everything that you could in Europe. Then comes to the NBA, wins Rookie of the Year, All Rookie team. Next year, he's first team All NBA, just skyrockets up the ballot, and has a sublime performance in the playoffs. And he shows that he is a bona fide superstar and the future of the NBA. And once again, those are big words, but Luka fills those shoes, which is remarkable. And I think this year he's going to have an MVP kind of caliber season and bring Dallas to another level. So I'm excited to watch him play.
I am too. And look, there's going to be a lot on him at the start of the season, right? When he's forming opinions, because they're going to be without Kristaps Porzingis to start the season, which puts a little more pressure on him to create and find ways for Josh Richardson to score and stuff. But it's just amazing to me at his age. I mean, he entered the league, and by last season, in his second season, he's the best pick and roll ball handler in the league. Like, he is ridiculously good, able to score, able to step back, able to make every pass. It is such a smart, high IQ level of pick and roll play that it's just at that age, it's not learned necessarily. I mean, some of it is, but it's instinctive in a way that just you can't teach.
He's such a smart player. And speaking of other young, extraordinary players, we looked at this draft. We know that there is some hidden gems and then also some diamonds in the rough and some really exciting young talent in this draft. And I'm excited to see how it translates. Who do you think is going to be the Rookie of the Year?
I'm going to go down the board again. I think that, look, I'm not convinced about LaMelo Ball. He absolutely has the it factor, right? Like, those highlights are phenomenal. He is fun to watch. Charlotte's going to get more eyeballs than they've gotten in a long time this year, but he also shot less than 30% in the preseason. Like, it was like 26.2%, I believe, for the entire preseason. That efficiency is going to catch up with him. It's not going to win over voters. I'm going to go farther down the board. I like Isaac Okoro. The question with him coming in out of Auburn was, look, he's going to defend. He's going to play hard. He's got the athleticism. He just can't score, except he scored a lot. He shot 53%. He was knocking down threes. He's got Colin Sexton setting him up in Cleveland. I just like that player. I like the way he sets up there. I think he could surprise some people, and he's certainly going to get – I mean, part of it is you need opportunity, right? You need to get the ball in your hands. In Cleveland, you might as well give him the ball. Like, it's not like you're robbing some superstar of the ball. So I think he's going to get plenty of opportunity.
I do agree with you on one hand, where the Rookie of the Year is probably not going to be on a good team.
No.
So in my mind, it can't be someone like James Wiseman because he's playing with Steph and those guys in Warriors. So even though he's talented, I'm going to go for the number 1 overall pick, Anthony Edwards, who's in Minnesota, because Minnesota was 14th, in the Western Conference last year. That is right there at the bottom. And they have, one of the best young talent, in Karl-Anthony Towns. And they have D'Angelo Russell, who just came over there last season. I think the addition of Anthony Edwards could help propel that team from 14th seed to maybe 8th, 9th, 10th. Right in the contention for a play-in round. Which, in my mind, if you elevate a team from the doldrums to maybe a potential playoff game, that is what John Morant did last year, and it won him Rookie of the Year. So in my mind, that would be my pick.
That's a really good one. That's a really good choice. And again, he's going to get plenty of opportunities there, despite all the talent on that roster. They're relying on him to fill a need at the 3. And by the way, you want one sleeper out there? Obi Toppin. with the Knicks, man. He is certainly going to get touches, and he is a polished scorer, man. He's going to put up a lot of counting stats.
Yeah, he is unbelievably athletic, and I live in New York, so I'm hope that at least the Knicks can bring in one award. Next is All-NBA. So who is one player that hasn't made an All-NBA team yet that you're thinking, okay, this is their time?
There's kind of this obvious one, and I'm just going to throw it out there, and it's not really even my pick. How has Bradley Beal not made an All-NBA team yet? Which is kind of, I'm not even sure. Like, it's kind of stunning that he's never made one. And
Wow.
this could be a year, but I'll tell you where I'm looking. I think Utah's going to have a really nice regular season. I think they've got the continuity. They get Bogdanovich back. They signed their core. There's a certain comfort level of and continuity there. I'll take Donovan Mitchell. I think Donovan Mitchell jumped up into the third team All-NBA. He is, I mean, those Jamal Murray, Donovan Mitchell things really were some of the best basketball last year. And I think Mitchell is a guy who's ready to kind of make that leap.
He's matured so much. And yeah, I think that's a very solid pick. I'm going to go with the other guy who dueled against him, in the playoffs. I'm going to go with Jamal Murray, because what Jamal Murray did with Nikola Jokic was, I mean, in my mind, completely amazing, because this guy left it all on the floor. He elevated his game to a whole new level where he was good. But in the playoffs, I mean, what they did was really, really sublime, being able to put out incredible performances night after night against incredible talent to take down the Clippers, who were, the easy favorites. Everyone in the league thought they were going to go cruise their way to the Western Conference Finals. So in my mind, Jamal Murray's in a prime position to do what Jason Tatum did in Boston, to take that Denver team to another level with their other bona fide superstar in Jokic. And I think it's going to earn him an All-NBA spot.
I think that's a great call. I mean, he's another guy who exploded on the scene in a national way, and I think got the attention of a lot of voters, and a lot of people will have their eyes on him. And if Denver has, I mean, Denver's, again, another team with a lot of continuity coming into this season. If they have a top three kind of playoff in the West, like, it's kind of hard to keep him off suddenly.
I can't wait to see how it's going to play out, but you got the early picks here.